So I'm going to talk about beekeeping. I've never actually had any bees. I've never colonized any bees. I've never kept any bees. But I've thought about it a lot, and I have some great ideas. So bees are the natural predator of the flower. I can never sneak up on them. Loaded with nectar. And the bee gobbles that nectar. It's delicious. Takes that nectar back to its home, which is hexagonal. Yes, that's correct. Bees are communists. They're drawn to extremely efficient housing. Bees can't build with circles, so they resort to hexagons. Thrives on this sweet nectar. Here is a still macro inside a bee colony. A hungry bee larva. The bees feed their young this nectar. The larvae eventually transform into flower-devouring predators themselves, and the cycle continues, expanding their hive and expanding their influence. A fortunate byproduct of this process is honey, which the larvae shit in great quantities. Humans and bears have learned to take advantage of this honey-producing process. Clever bears will grow bees for their own gain. For some foolish bears, the task of getting honey is too much. The bear has gorged itself too much. Unfortunately, most bears don't survive this kind of a failure. Now that we've covered the basics of the bee honey cycle, I have a proposal. Mountains of sweet, delicious honey. Peanut butter honey sandwiches. I know we use honey in mead. That's another thing. The mead industry, if you need help, hit me up. I'll provide you with honey. If you provide me with bees, I suggest that we kidnap all bee larvae. Once we have them, we will inject them with a super secret sauce. It will prevent their transformation into these ghastly predators, preventing them from preying on our poor posies. An alternative form of pollen collection can be used, and once we feed them the pollen, we can collect. We would never be short of honey ever again. Pros of this plan include benefits to the environment. We're getting rid of bees. We will get honey. Who doesn't want honey? We will stick it to the bees. Cons of this include the fact that it's environmentally sound. That will obviously hurt industry. That's it. Alright, bye. Also, don't forget about the money.